Hello everybody, this is a gorgeous display of chicken of the woods. Let me show you guys. Let's get up close to this. All right. Ooh, she's brushy. Wow. Oh my gosh, look at these colors. Wow. Just incredible. Look at that. Spectacular on this stump of, I'm thinking it's either a Doug fir or a hemlock tree. I can't totally tell based on the bark alone, but oh my goodness. And they're young and soft and perfect, not rotting or woody yet. This is spectacular. Oh, wow. What a gorgeous display here in this thick forest right here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think there's another tree ahead that has another just vibrant display. But let's go ahead and harvest some of these mushrooms and take them home. And I'm going to show you guys my favorite way to cook them up. All right. Look at this one. Oh, it just comes right off. Look how fresh. That yellow underside and orange. Beautiful. Oh my goodness. And it's so tender. When these get older, they get tough and woody, and the texture is going to be all wrong. You want them when they're nice and soft like this, but not rotten. So let's pick a couple more of these. Look at that. It just peels right off. Beautiful little display right there. Let's go see if we can't find that other tree. This is just gorgeous. So pretty. There's our mushrooms. Awesome. Can you see from here with this crappy little GoPro camera the vibrancy of that chicken of the woods? Let's get closer. Wow. This is the biggest, most vibrant display of chicken of the woods I have ever seen. It goes all the way up. Wow. All the way up there. This is spectacular. This old decaying stump. Look at this mushroom. Just perfect. Perfectly fresh. So let's harvest. We harvested a few from the other tree. Let's just pick a few more from this one. We'll use the mushroom shelf as our tripod stand. There we go. Incredible. Okay, we have our supply here. A beautiful little harvest of this vibrant cow, chicken of the woods. So let's go home to my kitchen and we're gonna fry these bad boys up, cook them up. I'm gonna show you what is my favorite way. There's a number of ways you can cook them, and I've tried a few. This is the best. Okay, I'm back at home from the woods with our chicken of the woods mushroom. And here, we are gonna make my favorite recipe with them. I've had them a number of ways, but my favorite is the buffalo wings way. And I got this recipe from Forager Chef, so thank you to you, Forager Chef. We're basically gonna somewhat mimic that recipe. So first step is to take out your chicken of the woods mushrooms and just brush them off. I don't wash them or rinse them or anything. I just kind of brush off the dirt. And the second step is to chop them up into little cubes or little chunks. So let's go ahead, get our mushrooms chopped up, and you'll see what size I'm talking about. Okay, there we go. Our mushroom is chopped up into some rough chunks, just like this, okay? They don't need to be perfectly even sizes, and any bits that are just a little too hard and woody or a little too soft and mushy, just cut those bits off. So now we have our chunks, so we're gonna go ahead and make a parboil. So just bring a little saucepan like this, full of water, put it on high to boil. Feel free to give the water a little salt if you want. And we're gonna boil the mushrooms for about 3 to 4 minutes. And the reason you do this is because just frying them may not cook them all the way through, and you wanna make sure that these mushrooms are cooked all the way through before you eat them. While we wait for the water to boil, we can go ahead and get some of our dipping sauce and our flour ready. So the recipe calls for buttermilk, but I didn't want to just buy buttermilk for this recipe. So we're gonna kind of make our version of it, which is gonna be some half and half and a little lemon squeezed into it. So after you parboil the mushrooms, you're gonna let them soak for a few minutes. You're gonna rinse them, drain them, and then let them soak for a few minutes in either buttermilk or regular milk with a little vinegar, or in this case, we're doing half and half with a little bit of lemon. The water is boiling, so we're gonna go ahead and add our mushrooms. All right, we'll let that cook for about 3 or 4 minutes. The mushrooms are done parboiling. Timer went off, I gave them 1 more minute, and now it's time to strain them, strain the mushrooms, and then dump the mushrooms into the buttermilk. Let's go ahead and make our flour mixture. So you're basically just gonna take like roughly a cup of flour, mix it in a bowl with a whole bunch of seasonings. I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Cup of flour. For those of you that like to measure things out, I apologize, because I'm not one of those people. We're just gonna eyeball it and wing it. Black pepper. Garlic powder. Onion powder, paprika, and salt. This is like a Malden salt, so I think it has minerals and stuff in it. And just to make it extra exciting, I happen to have some breadcrumbs, so I'm gonna just go ahead and put some of those in there too, because why not? Yum. That is gonna be very flavorful. Just go ahead and mix this up. Okay, ooh, making a mess. So, our mushrooms have just been soaking, and they could even soak in this overnight if you wanted to. In this case, they're just soaking a few minutes, and that is totally fine. So, we've got our mushrooms soaking, we've got our flour all seasoned up. Now we're going to oil our pan and get this oil nice and hot. So, we'll just use some Vegetable oil, you don't want to use olive oil because its burning temperature is too low or too high. Whatever, it's not going to be good. So use something that you could do at a higher temperature. Turn this up to like a medium high. Once that oil's hot, we're going to go ahead and take our mushrooms out of the milk here, bread them up, fry them up. We've prepped a pan for when they're done frying. We can put the little fried bits here in this pan with a paper towel on it. So now we're gonna go ahead and use a slotted spoon to get out some of our mushroom bits. Just do a handful at a time like this. And we'll put them in the batter. Get them all good and battered. And then we'll put them in the frying pan. All right. Spread them out. All you do now is fry these guys up for about like 5 to 10 minutes until they're golden brown. Take them out here, and you know, if you're like me, you have a lot of mushrooms to do, you're gonna have to do this in small batches. While your mushrooms are frying, you can go ahead and get fancy with it and reduce your Frank's hot sauce. So you're gonna kind of garnish this at the end so you can thicken it up. So we're gonna get a little saucepan and pour our Frank's in there and give it a little simmer to thicken it up. Just use it all. The first batch is ready. Let's go ahead and scoop these out with a nice slotted spatula if you have one. And we'll put them on the paper towel here. And then we'll keep these warm in the oven until the second batch is ready. There it is. All right, and let's get the second batch going here.
Look what I have.
Ooh, look at this fresh produce.
Woo woo.
Nice. That is gonna go great with these buffalo chicken of the woods. Okay, the last batch is done. Scoop that onto the pan with the other ones. And then the last step will be to garnish with the sauce. Okay, let's give this a stir. Now that you've made a good mess in your kitchen, it is time to serve. Look at that. Just bring this right on over. Look at that. Homegrown carrots and cucumbers with a little garlic bread and some wild forage chicken of the woods. Oh yeah, big plate.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Taste test.
Mmm. Yum.
And she wouldn't lie for the camera, let me tell you.
No, I wouldn't.
All right, so let's have a little bite here.
Tastes like the real thing.
Tastes like real chicken?
Totally.
Wink, wink. All right, going in. Just a little bit of ranch right here. Mmm. Mmm. So good. tangy with the franks, good texture, good flavor, and yeah, if you're vegetarian, this is totally a good chicken substitute. We're not vegetarians, but this is still damn good. So, just want to say thank you everybody for joining us on this little cooking adventure here. Go ahead and click like and subscribe. Check out the description. You can get your own t-shirt or hat. And I thank you all. See you on the next video.
What a feast.
Mm. Mm-hmm.